Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Before we begin, just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with special editions on Thursdays. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Moving right along, mythology tells us one thing while archaeology tells us another. Who was Dr. Jekyll? Where did Mr. Hyde come from? Were either of these characters based on real people? Today we will answer these questions as we take a look at the strange relationship between these two men. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is an 1886 Gothic novella by Scottish author Robert Louis Stevenson. The work is one of the most famous pieces of English literature and is considered to be a defining book of the Gothic horror genre, and I dare say a personal favorite of mine. The novella has also had a sizable impact on popular culture with the phrase Jekyll and Hyde. This phrase is often used in the vernacular to refer to people with an outwardly good, yet sometimes shockingly evil nature. The characters in the tale include Dr. Henry Jekyll and Mr. Edward Hyde. Jekyll struggles with the battle of good and evil going on within him. The doctor has spent a great part of his life trying to repress the evil urges that were not fitting for a man of his stature. The doctor creates a serum or portion in an attempt to separate this hidden evil within his personality. In doing so, Jekyll transforms into a smaller, younger man. In reality, the doctor is a large, well-made, smooth-faced man of 50, while Hyde is cruel, remorseless, and evil. Jekyll has many friends and an amiable personality, while Hyde becomes mysterious and violent. As time goes by, Hyde grows in power. After taking the potion repeatedly, he no longer relies upon it to unleash his inner demon. Jekyll, on the other hand, becomes reliant on the potion to remain conscious. Hyde became notorious for his evil deeds. He once trampled a girl after bumping into her and had to pay her family £100 to avoid a scandal. Next, Hyde becomes murderous. With his cane, he beats a gentleman by the name of Sir Danvers Carew to death. It is soon discovered that Hyde is somehow connected to Dr. Jekyll. The doctor's friends fear that Hyde is blackmailing Jekyll. They also learn that the doctor has recently changed his will and made Hyde the sole beneficiary. However, after the murder of Sir Danvers Carew, Hyde disappeared. The police searched for Hyde, but to no avail. Once part of the murder weapon was discovered, which was Hyde's cane, Dr. Jekyll becomes a person of interest. This is because the doctor's longtime friend, John Utterson, recognizes the cane as one that he had gifted to Dr. Jekyll. Utterson then visits the doctor, and when he confronts him about the murder, Jekyll produces a note. It is from Edward Hyde and addressed to Dr. Jekyll. In the note, Hyde apologizes to the doctor for all the trouble that he has caused. However, Hyde's handwriting is similar to Jekyll's, leading Utterson to conclude that Dr. Jekyll forged the note to protect Hyde. Over the next 2 months, Jekyll reverts to his former sociable manner. At length, he begins refusing visits from any of his friends. The doctor's butler, Mr. Poole, visits John Utterson and confides in him that Dr. Jekyll has confined himself to his laboratory for several weeks. Worried for the doctor's safety, they broke into the laboratory. Upon entry, they discovered a dead Edward Hyde. However, strangely enough, he is wearing Dr. Jekyll's clothes. Next, they discover a letter written by Dr. Jekyll, and it is addressed to Utterson. He explains to his friend that while he held himself to strict moral standards publicly, he indulged in many vices and struggled with shame. Eventually, he found a way to transform himself in order to indulge in his vices without fear of detection. Through his serum, he could become Hyde, and no one would be the wiser. At length, the serum lost its effectiveness, and he involuntarily turned into Hyde. He tried desperately to create stronger and more powerful batches of serums, but none could prevent the permanence of Hyde. Realizing that he had lost himself to his demonic half, Jekyll realized that the only escape from Hyde was suicide. He did this by poisoning himself. This brings us to the end of the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. If you enjoyed this video, please consider becoming a channel sponsor. Your support will enable us to continue making quality videos, and buying me a coffee always makes my day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Traveler's Tales. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and fact, Cartistos.